Today is Sunday, April 3rd. It's a little after 10 a.m. Eastern Time, and I thought I'd do a status check on the small business account. And what's showing here is the account statement page on Thinkorswim. And you can see right here the net liquid value has a balance of $1,920. So it was a profitable trading week this week. I had tight stops on all my trades. And I took about 7 trades this week. And right here, if I click on profits and losses, some of the positions involved American Airlines, Microsoft, Lowe's, the Spider ETF. And overall, the trades netted about a little over $640. So that increased the balance. And then subsequent to closing a majority of these positions, I took 2 positions going into the upcoming trading week, which involves eBay right here, which has a negative $25. And the other position I took late Friday afternoon involved Uber, which is up $17. So these are the only 2 active positions I have going into the upcoming trading week. And yeah, so far so good. If I see another setup, I may take a 3rd position. Right now, I just want to maintain I want to protect the gains at this point and not touch the principal amount that was used to fund the account. Again, this account was funded with about $1,317. So if I click on cash and sweep, so right here, this account was funded. So right here on March 7th, right here, it says client requested electronic funding receipt funds. So a total of $1,317 was received, and no other funding has been put in. So I'm still, using the initial capital for this account. And if I open this up here, so here's the overall balance of $1,920, of which $1,470 is available to trade. Because again, I have 2 positions open involving those 2 securities I had just mentioned. And I still have my 3 trading days left. I'm not trading in and out of the same security, unlike my personal account. So here I'm very, I'm a totally different strategy. I'm more swing trading than day trading, which is fine. This is something I have to get used to, but still. And again, as previously mentioned, because of the cash account being less than $25,000, this account is subject to the PDT rule for a pattern day trader. So I'm only limited to 3 day trades per week. Otherwise, I'll get restricted for 90 days. And yeah, I don't want that. I don't think anybody does. So the stock market will be opening in about less than 24 hours. The futures market will be opening tonight at 6 o'clock. And I'll be following the ES futures as well as the Bitcoin, as well as these other future contracts I'm looking at for my personal account. But the S&P 500 futures, it's something for me to gauge as to how the market will kick off going into tomorrow's trading session. So that's it. That's the status. I did record a trade last week, which involved Bank of America. And yeah, so, for personal reference, future reference, that's the reason I recorded the Bank of America trade. And so until the next setup, I'll be back. Today's Thursday, March 31st, and it's a little after 9 a.m. Eastern Time. And the stock market's going to open in about 21 minutes. So I thought I'd do a follow-up on a trade I'm currently in involving Bank of America, ticker symbol BAC, which is as of yesterday's close. It closed at $43. And looking at the 30-minute time frame where each candlestick represents 30 minutes worth of trading, I took a short position via the April 8th expiration, $41 strike put. So essentially what this position entails is that I am bearish on Bank of America, and I'm anticipating that price will be at or below $41 on or before April 8th. And this white horizontal line just represents where I entered my position with regards to the overall time frame for the stock price. And we can see that I entered a position as price was pulling back. So we have a strong pull towards the downside right here. And, again, this is at a lower time frame, so someone could look at it as a double top, which is a bearish signal. But I wasn't looking at it at the 30-minute time frame. And just to, again, recap what my rationale was, I was looking at it at the 30-day time frame, right? And we can see that on February 10th, after reaching a high of $50.11, Bank of America pulled all the way back down to as low as $38.26. And since reaching this low, price has been working its way back towards the upside. And what I identified, I changed it to the 4-hour time frame, was that as price was moving up, there were consolidation periods, which I identified in these gray boxes. So there was a strong push up, and then it just went sideways pretty much. And then the next phase or next level of consolidation was during this time frame here. And relevant to where I entered a short position, which is on this candlestick right here, price was still in another phase of consolidation. And this area seemed to have been longer than these two prior consolidation periods. So I was anticipating that there were signs of weakness and that we could see a price pulling back maybe to as low as $41.60. Now I picked 41 because if there's a strong momentum towards the downside, then it's possible that price could come further towards the $41 strike price. So that was the rationale. However, this is a very aggressive time frame because this is April 8th. There's not that much time remaining, even though price is now in the direction where I was anticipating. There is still that possibility that price could start curling back up. So I'm watching for that. So I'm going to set my alarms here just to notify me in the event that price is now back above, let's say $43.20. But I'll do that later before the market opens. So if I click on the trade tab, here's my position right here. So this is the April 8th. These contracts expire in 8 days. It's actually less time than that because this also includes Saturdays and Sundays. And right down here, I picked up 6 contracts. All 6 expire worthless in 8 days. My cost was $22 per contract. And as of yesterday's close, it's still flat. And so here's a negative $3.96, but it's up $3. So this is still a push at this point. And looking at going back to the 30-minute time frame, since yesterday when the market closed right here, this is where the stock price closed yesterday. And in the overnight and pre-market session, price is now back to its low from yesterday, but there's a strong, well, I wouldn't say strong, a moderate push towards the upside right now, retesting $43. So that's the status of this trade so far, and as the trade progresses, I'll do another follow-up. So until then, I'll I'll pause it here and I'll be back. So just an update, today is Friday, April 1st, and it's 11:10 in the morning. The market's been open for about 2 hours. And a 4-hour chart of Bank of America shows that price is now trading at $40.76. So this has been a profitable trade. So my strike price has been met. My target was $41 by April 8th. So today is still, there's 7 days remaining. But I thought I'd just go ahead and close the trade out now that it's a profitable trade. I don't want to get too greedy. And the trade is up about $380. So I'm going to go ahead and close this out, and picked up 6 contracts, closing it out at, I'm going to look for, the price is still lagging here. So I'm going to say 76, profit of 452. So this is an open order. I'm just going to go ahead and pause it for now, and here's my order right here to close it out. So 75, so price is pulling back. Let me see if I can change it to 75. Yeah, it's pulling back very quickly. Now I'm chasing the price. This is not. There, it sold at 74. So I bought this at 22 cents and sold it at 74. So even though there's still a week remaining, I just want to protect the principal and the gains. So if I click on the monitor tab, so I bought it here. So each of these contracts came out about $22 per contract. I was sold at 74. So it's still a profitable trade of $50 times the number of contracts. So yeah, so that's it for now. And for the next setup, I am looking at other securities. So I'll be back with another review.